Hey guys, this is the Demon Corpse, and the deal we'll be talking about is 30 FPS obsolete, or is it, I don't know, does FPS matter, like, 60 frames per second, or 120 frames per second, and 30 frames per second, like, does it really matter? Yeah, it does. I would say for some games, you can run the game at 30 FPS and it looks good. But there's some games that you will need the 60 and 120 FPS. It just differs. Like for first-person shooters, yeah, you probably do want that extra 60 to 120 FPS. If it's like a tactical game or an RTS game, if the game is stable at 30 or maybe 60, it could work. It just differs for each game, really. Like if the game is from the 90s and you're remastering it, then like I mean a remaster, I mean the original game with up just it's the same game you played back then, but just on modern platforms, just as stable 30 FPS. That's what I'm trying to say. Like that, then it's okay. Because most games I play, most of the time, like mostly just on my free time that are running on old hardware, most of the time they're at 30 FPS and it's somewhat stable, so I'm just playing them and I don't see that much of a difference, but it's just those are just older games, but there are sometimes it's always nice to see what the games would look like at a much bigger frame rate, and there are mods and emulation. Like you can go on YouTube and look up Resident Evil 2 cutscenes, like 4K 60 FPS stable, and they look decent, but they look really amazing. I'm not graphics wise, but trying to see what they would look like if it was upscaled. And it's really always interesting how games were made back then. It looks weird, but it is cool. I will say that. Because if you play the game on the PS3, because the backwards compatibility, it's all pixelated. It's like, dang, so this is what people used to play. It's interesting, let's just say, but as a whole, it just differs, and this is mostly just because of Redfall, and I've just been thinking about the last couple of days. I'm like, does FPS really matter? Maybe for Redfall, maybe 30 maybe 60 FPS is what it needs, or maybe just 30. I don't know, but they did lie to people, and that's just Xbox. I just don't really care. I don't really care about Game Pass, but I know a lot of people like Game Pass. Everyone always says it's the greatest deal. Ooh, I get that. I've used Game Pass before many years ago. It's nice. It's a really nice service, but I don't know. I just don't really care. I'm going to the Switch anyway at some point. I've almost kind of completed my PS4 collection of games. There are maybe some more PS4 games I want to try to look for that are mostly not in this country, but over in PAL regions and maybe in Asia, maybe just see what I can find. If there's a Switch version, I'll just probably just give up on the PS4 version and get the Switch version. Or if it's cheaper on the PS4, I'll get the PS4 version if it's a good port. But I don't know, it differs. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's not supposed to be a long video, it's just something I felt like talking about. But hey guys, if you want to talk about it in the comments, talk about it. But yeah, that's about all. Like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support me, go to my Odyssey channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you, scavengers.